told me,
Hey friends, it's been a crazy few days. How have you been feeling it? Because as far as we're concerned, there's definitely something astrologically happening from energetically. Yeah, we're going through some interesting times. Yeah, you know the story here, but wow, it's been for me. I described it earlier to someone like purgatory. You know, like a purging of certain energies, certain feelings, and so on. So it's been an amazing few days. We were in Salisbury. What a beautiful cathedral.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, Salisbury is on a ley line, and you know, we were drawn to the place and decided to stay a bit. So we had a good 3 days there, which was very good for us, and you know, we were able to have some time to kind of feel some stuff, which we did. So it's been a transformative time. Difficult.
Actually, quite emotional for me, to be honest with you. I've been on a bit of a roller coaster these last few days. You know, learning to really, for someone who was faithless, atheist, who, you know, didn't want to have any, spent so much of my life rejecting that there'd be anything to have faith for. Now I'm being forced to have that on a day-by-day basis by my circumstance, or our circumstance. So I think these are precious times. These are important times, and hard as it may be, sometimes it feels like, you know, it's the end of the road. But you know, here we are, getting towards the end of January already.
But there's a new moon in Aquarius tonight, and I think that's significant. You know, I think that we're kind of in preparation for what's going to change in December, and I think that everything we're going through is in divine timing, but it has required us to have faith in the unfolding of all of this. And yes, yesterday was emotional, but good, but cleansing.
Yeah.
For both of us.
Yeah.
And that continues, because I've been feeling, you know, emotional today too. But we're on our way to spending 3 nights with my sister.
First, we're going to see Shirley, the old lady, because we're on our way up to London.
And
so
to see
we're gonna
my mother, to check in with family, and then see our daughter
Jessica on.
You know, something that's become very, very important to both of us is, you know, when you take away all the noise of the system and life, that those people who are dear to you are what's really fundamental.
Absolutely.
So yes, going to go see Jess. We've just seen Luke a week ago, and yeah, then we've got a next, which
Wasn't me. It wasn't me. We're on the M25 and we're moving slower than in town traffic during rush hour.
Yeah, we've got a next, which we'll talk to you in a couple of days about, or in a day or so.
yeah, we'll keep you guys up to date, and
No, we're good. We're good. We're feeling the feels of the astrology, or the energies that are present, and if anybody else is feeling it too.
yeah, that's it. So you're not alone, my friends. You are not alone, and let's I mean, obviously there are things that are conjecture level, and this is included among them, but there seems to be some divine kind of purpose to all of this, really, and I don't make that stuff up, or I don't offer that without having given it plenty of thought and needed plenty of kind of confirmations of that.
Although we've been tested, I think
For sure. It's like this thing has wanted to break me.
Yeah, but what it's done is confirm or deepen my knowing of my connection to source, my connection to my consciousness.
Or maybe even for me, like just like a breaking down of something in the ego, like I'm completely surrendered. It's like okay, I give up. I can't fight this anymore. I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what No, I haven't. I'm here for well, maybe we have forgotten, but it seems like we're here for a mission to raise the vibration, but to free ourselves of this I don't know, I don't like using the word ego system, but it is maybe that, like I'm not suggesting that I got ego beat, like, or even that's what we're meant to do. I'm not even in that, but it's about stripping everything right back and being left with what at the end. I don't want to say a servant of God because it sounds so religious, but in a way it's a servant to the creation, or a contributor to the creation, and not the mess, like climate change creation. No, and we've got to kind of stop putting our fuel into negative creation. It's more into the love creation.
Anyway, our experience has definitely pushed us to go inward, which is actually quite appropriate, I think, considering the time of the year when we're supposed to slow down and do that inner work, less doing, more being. I was reminded today that we're human beings, not human doings, and so we've kind of been doing that, which is why Dave's kind of decided to take his foot off the gas a little bit with going out there doing activism, because what's been quite interesting for Dave and I, we've been observing being out in public, and it feels, and maybe other people feel the same way, but it feels like we're kind of walking inside a movie. Like there's a movie going on around us.
We're inside the Truman Show, but it's all inverted, that we know that they're just acting. They're acting out some kind of reality where we know that they're acting that out, but they don't know.
Yeah.
The people don't realize that they're just playing kind of some Club Penguin thing, Second Life.
And I have compassion.
Yeah.
Compassion.
But it is like you're looking down on something and not in a kind of egoic way. Again, it's not that. It is compassionate. It is.
No, as an observer,
Yeah.
but we're on some sort of different frequency. Like
Yeah.
there's them, and then there's us, and we're kind of moving around a bit like, I suppose, if it's true where we don't see all the beings that are here, that we're kind of seeing the beings, the human beings. I mean, they are seeing us, but we're observing it in with a completely different viewfinder. And so it's been kind of surreal, interesting, surreal. People are generally happy.
Be in the world, but not of it.
Certainly on a superficial level, they seem happy with, their 9-to-5 job, and going about their business.
Happy enough,
Yes. Certainly on a superficial
I don't
level.
want to be negative about it.
But it's been a kind of weird, interesting experience for us to be observers, and we'll see how that kind of unfolds for us too.
I guess you must be feeling similar things, like a disconnect between the way you perceive the world and the way that the general melee of people are thronging about and doing their thing and carrying on, like all these news issues are somehow real. And
Well, we're not really, other than for hearing the odd person talk about it, we're not really aware of much of that anyway, which I think is a good thing.
yeah
But yeah, we're putting one foot in front of the other really at the moment, and don't get me wrong, we're doing that with hopefully grace, gratitude,
yes
trying
thank you
to
all.
change the perspective on how we view things, and keeping the faith.
Keeping the faith, and
trying to see the light in things, and trust me, that can be hard. It can be hard sometimes.
we've had some of the bleakest days.
But someone said, I think in one of your comments on YouTube, in winter, this point in winter, and I don't know if anybody else has felt this, but January has felt like a really long month. But in this point of the winter, we should all be kind of doing that inward stuff, and resting, and certainly with the energies that are around astrologically, if you tap into them or you're aware of them, there's opportunities to be had in terms of transformation.
All right. Well, that's
creation.
It's going to take energy and effort and people coming behind these things to make it to see it grow over time. I'm going to clip this conversation to a video I made in Winchester today, which shows, just briefly, unfortunately we didn't have very long on the parking, anyway, I got a quick clip of the Winchester Cathedral, and it has definitely had its spire removed. Like, it's totally should have a spire and it doesn't have one, and it's like, that makes no sense. But the things come in from the top. Anyway, I just think that that's an interesting thing. And yes, there's some obvious kind of building subsidence or mud flood rising of the street level. So I put a bit of video on that, and I'll tag that on here. So from us, for now, take care, have a good weekend. Oh, and if you've seen that invitation to Simon and Dan for a conversation, just share it around, spread the word. Let's see if we can get the guy out for a chat. cool. Oh, that's very good. Winchester Cathedral. Just one glance at this magnificent building and I can tell immediately something's missing. And it's the spire. Where's the tower? What happened to the tower at Winchester? And all of the kind of roof fixings, they've all been cleared off. What the heck? I mean, there's definitely mud flood evidence here. I'll flick around the town and show you.
Go there.
We're going this way though, my baby.
Go there.
Okay. There'll be a river nearby, I expect. Winchester, England. This Barclays Bank here at the High Street is on the corner of Jewry Street and High Street. And you'll notice that this building has a floor level up there and a half strange floor level running along up here, where what would have once been a window has now been barricaded. You'll notice a little white stone in the window there. Well, there happens to be one right here, proud of the wall. Again, it wouldn't make sense to build like this. So let's walk down the street off. It is rather jewelry and Jurassic other gems that are part of our strange construct. Controlled by whom? Down here will be access to a lower level window. Absolutely. Up here, I notice. I'm sure you did too, but uncomfortable to see for those who don't want to see this. You know, again, why would you create this sort of a problem for yourself? You see this kind of window frame boxing or brickwork all over the place where it's once upon a time was a window. This restaurant will have floor level all over the shop. Keep moving on. There is so much that points to this once having been at least 4 foot, maybe 8 foot lower. These windows here, let's look. Yeah, I mean the street all rises up here away from me. If you look down there, it's simply rising because they would have dug more of the high street, the prime real estate out, but further away from the high street they would have made do with what they found. And what is it that we find here? That looks like a rendering done after the fact. I can't be sure about that. I tell you what, these windows make no sense, do they? This is just an impromptu walk around. I haven't planned this route at all. Just an impromptu walk around to see what you can see. Alexander and Andrea are waiting for me, so I don't have long. Again, there's an entire window in there. I don't know why it troubles people to consider this as a real possibility. Simply accept the mainstream story about people having dug all these extra yards into the ground, when we know today it's troublesome, costly water ingress. Here, look, you can see the original shape, and then obviously it's been bricked in, and the hole in front that was possibly used, or it still might be used as a drop into a cellar. That's what they tell you. Oh, these are cellar drops, and they were just done because it was easy to dig into the ground. And now look at these folks. They're down at the original, I would suspect, original ground floor. And if you look through this restaurant, you'll see on the other side, you'll see the regular floor. People are concerned about me filming while they're eating. Hey, people do look at you a bit strange. I don't have the rig today. Look at this door. Oh, it was a window. It was a window, just like that one. Yeah. It's a bit of a strange height for a window, isn't it? Yeah. Again, what do you see? This is another tell. I used to just walk over these in Victoria Street in London all the time. All the years I worked in London, I'd walk over these and just think, oh, it's a little bit of light into the downstairs. It is, but it was never designed that way. Not originally by the smart people who built this. Oh no, Andrew's having a conversation with some people. It's good to see. It's beautiful. I can't see it so well in the camera. Oh, my boy's chasing birds. Hello, Tizzy. Chip off the old block. Anyway, that's a quick tour of Winchester. Just 5 seconds to remind you that every town has been affected by this strangeness of construction and possible mud floodage. I mean, even here, this Pentus is just, the heights are wrong here. So yeah, all of a sudden you're down to a 7-foot thoroughfare. So chasing birds, but it'll get deeper further down. Yeah, it gets deeper further down. Alright, well, call it quits there.